Howdy folks, welcome to the River Oaks Ranch. We're over in far northeast McCulloch County, central Texas, right? If you know the community of Mercury, it's supposedly the geographic center of Texas. But we're not very far from there. We're running along beside the Colorado River. The north boundary of this ranch is 1,650 acres, is the Colorado River, and you're looking at it right here. We're driving alongside. There's a road as we travel here all the way that has been built all the way around the river, and it's 5 miles. We're not going to show you all of it. We're going to show you enough of it to you'll think we've been around 5 miles. The river's big in most places, just like what you're looking at right here. We're headed from the east back to the west. We're going to start on this side in this lower corner, go all the way across the north end of the property, which is the Colorado River. We're going to circle back around the west side, come back up through the south side and show you the it's big open fields. They grow anything. There's improved grass, wheat and oats. Just a really good combination ranch. Right now you're looking to the left as we're driving along the river. To our right, you got these big flat fields. There's 160 acre-feet of irrigation rights out of the river onto this ranch, which, as we all know, what the price of water, the value of water can be in the future. It could be a big plus for this ranch. We're making the bend. We're approaching an old bridge here. Don't have a lot of history on it, but I can tell you it's been there a long time. I've been told that it was washed out in the flood of the 30s. We're kind of zooming in here. I believe there's an inscription up here, and if the best I can tell, it looks like it's like 1890 something, 90. Well, anyway, come look at it, and I'll let you climb up there, and we'll bring a ladder, and you can look at it. Okay, we're still headed west. We're going off down here, kind of in a low spot there. You see the high banks across the river right here. Lots of places you can drive right down to the water's edge. This is one of them. There's a big hole in the water right here, and we're on the low bank side, where the river makes a big curve. Still another big hole of water. And now, after we're dead of winter, by the way. You see a lot of trees look like dead trees. They're just dormant. There's the leaves not right. We're February, so it's still pretty cold. We're getting a little bit of winter grass growing, but and we've been in a drought now, a historic drought for going on 2 years. So you can see there's still a lot of water in the river. This is an excellent hunting place all along the river. Lots of cover, lots of trees, lots of brush, and you all know with wildlife, look, where you got water, you got wildlife. So if it lives, breathes, and runs wild in McCulloch County, it's probably on this ranch. We're still traveling. You can see a few of the neighbors across the road, some real nice homes over there. The river's about to make a bend back south. There's a little wider area right in here. You can see it's getting wider. There's a bigger area for your hunting. Lots of big mesquite trees, lots of brush, and lots of deer and turkey. Quite a few hogs. Lots of dove. Good hunting, just good hunting all over, and good cow country. Really good. We're going to show you in a minute up on the hill, this big flat area that, it's just begging somebody to drop a big old center pivot in there and turn it on. This is something, you see some live oak trees showing up now. As we go further west, we're going to get into a lot more live oaks and some huge live oaks. They'll be scattered out, and they're not thick, but they're big old oak trees, so there's a good water table under there. Right to our left, we're driving along the road. That's one of the fields. You can see how flat it is across there. Not much rock on this place. It's good deep soil. Now here, we're at the bend, and the river makes a bend after we were headed back south. That makes a bend back to the west. And you can see here from this bluff just how much water's in the range. Now this is the campground. Can't remember how many bedrooms, but it will take care of lots of folks. Very comfortable. You see the fire pit out to the left, it's very usable, very, you call it user-friendly fire pit. And I know you're looking at the color. There must have been a sale on paint at John Deere. I don't have that as a fact, but that's my guess anyway. But look at the trees. These are century-old trees. If they could talk, and there could be some stories here. You can just imagine the Indians camped right there. Okay, we're still headed west. And I gotta tell you, there's 5 miles of this river. We're looking out across some of the fields. Now we're kind of angling away from the river a little bit, headed back kind of south and west. You see the roads have all been maintained. It's a good smooth ride. We're out in an area where it's just ranch land. You'll see one of the deer feeders here, there's lots of activity. And just a little bit, we're going to hit the far west boundary, and we're going to turn back to the south and run along that west side and show you kind of what you call the upland part of this ranch. We're still down in the bottoms. Now we're talking about heading back. We've now turned and we're headed back to the south. This is one of the ponds. You can see how low it is. It's been a long time since we've had any good runoff as far as rain, water running into these ponds. Still, back on this end is some of your better hunting. This is where your whitebush country is. You can see scattered big oaks. Like I say, if you go 5 miles, it takes a while. But we are headed back to the south side, back to the county road. The ranch has, I forget how many miles of county road frontage, but there's a lot of frontage along the county road frontage along the north side of the ranch. No, south side of the ranch. I'm getting mixed up. South side of the ranch. You got river on the north and county road on the south. You got access, lots of places. There's a well on this property. I see the water trough there, and a windmill with a reservoir that's got water piped around to these pastures, and then there's water there in the corral. There's a big set of corrals. This is like this would be like a yearly stock or yearly heaven for some folks. We're headed back to this, like I say, the southwest corner. Let's see, all very little rock, all very good deep soil across the whole entire ranch. The ranch, I'm going to mention it, we're not showing it, we didn't invite, but there is a little spring on the neighbor's property that runs across the southeast corner of the ranch. It flow a whole lot of water, but I'd be afraid to guesstimate, but 5-6 gallons a minute maybe, but good spot to build a nice pond and keep it full with that spring. Okay, we're now up along this is the south boundary. We're running back parallel to the county road, still headed south along the west boundary. You see the fence over there by the trees, that is the western boundary. And up ahead of us just a little ways, we'll be coming to the county road. Okay, we've turned now. We're headed back from the west back to the east. This is the corrals. They're big area corrals, hold a lot of cattle. Each trap has a water trough in it. And now we'll get to wind the tour up. This is what it looks like up on what you call the high plateau. There's acres, I don't know, several hundred acres of flat, deep soil ranch. Some of it's inclined grass. Others of it it hadn't been farmed in a while. It needed some attention, but just imagine there is some irrigation pipe around, but it's they've irrigated in the past, but not a whole lot. This is the end of the tour. This is the entrance to the ranch right here. If you like what you see, give me a call. I'm going to ride around and give you a real good look at it.